Why, hello there! Today, I thought it would be fun if we took a look at my top 10 most hated skins and 10 of my favorite skins. Just to specify, I'm going to try and keep collabs out of this list, and I'll be just talking about the skins that I own. And before I get started, why not subscribe? It'll help me out a ton, and it's free. Anyway, let's get started with an absolute peak skin, that of course being Wildcard. It's finally time for me to reveal why Wildcard is my favorite skin. So I want to tell you all a story. Back in high school, when me and my friends hung out, they always called me the Wildcard. Now, I don't remember how this happened, but the word business has become an inside joke within our group, and guess what Wildcard is wearing? A business suit! This was all before we knew about the skin, so when it arrived in the item shop back in Chapter 2, Season 7, we were all in shock that not only was it called Wildcard, but also he was wearing a business suit, and then it got better when he got a green style in Chapter 3, Season 1. Take a guess what my favorite color is. And, get this, I started playing in Chapter 1, Season 5, and guess when Wildcard was introduced? The skin was actually made for me! And yes, that means that my channel was not named after the Fortnite skin, but rather a joke made in high school. And I just think that it's funny that I can say that they called me the Wildcard back in high school. Now let's talk about one of my hated skins, Felina. Normally, I really like the ranked cosmetics where you could show your ranking on them. However, I hate skins that don't have eyes. Where are her eyes at? Why doesn't she have eyes? Why do I feel like she's looking into my soul? So yeah, I do not like Felina. Fun fact, it's the same reason why I hate bugs, except bugs just have too many eyes rather than no eyes. And jellyfish. I don't like jellyfish. Back to a skin that I love, and I gotta say, I am a huge fan of gold skins. So when the Fortnite crew got an upgrade and gave us golden styles for all of their skins, I was super excited. Dragon Steel Hybrid is up next, more specifically, his gold style. Not only is he golden, but he also just looks really cool, so of course I'm gonna put him on my favorites list. I also like how he is a remix skin of a very popular Chapter 1 skin, and Chapter 1 has some really good designs for skins. Back to hating. Do I even need to explain this one? Bringing up another favorite of mine, Piper Pace, and I honestly really hope she gets a new skin soon. When she first came out in Chapter 4, Season 4, I thought her design was really cool, although I don't really like her jacket style. Her armor is really cool and sleek, so I like it. I only like her base styles though. We don't talk about the other ones. I hate Stormfarer. His design is so bad. I mean, the cloth wrapped around his face, the camouflage pants, the mustard shoes, everything about this skin sucks. I mean, I know Chapter 3 Season 3 gets a lot of hate already, but this skin is not helping that out at all. I really like Bounty Hunter Torrent for one reason.
Hi, thanks for choosing McDonald's. What can I get started for you today?
When the Fortnite crew got updated to include every single pass, I was fortunate enough to get the current LEGO pass with Andy Fangerson. What is this skin? Like, oh my gosh, the pink head with the green jacket, the fact that the head doesn't move at all, other than people with Fortnite crew, who at Epic Games thought that people were going to buy this LEGO pass? 0 out of 10 skin. This one sucks. Next up, I want to bring up all of the Season OG skins. These skins show how a mashup skin is done. I mean, Omega Rock, Renegade Lynx, Sora, and so many others are some of my favorite skins. Like I said previously, Chapter 1 has some really good designs for skins. So having mashup skins of exclusively Chapter 1 skins, I mean, it is just absolute cinema. You know what isn't absolute cinema? Zarek. I mean, look, he can't even keep his eyes open for a picture. For those unaware, during one of my live streams, the members in my community told me to get Zarek after I told them that they could choose one skin that I would get from my account. They chose this skin, and I have to say, I don't like that decision. Alright, it is time for the moment you've all been waiting for. My second most favorite skin that I own, Eevee. At this point, you almost know why I think that, and yes, it is because she is hot. Twin is up next, and because I'm running low on video time, let's speed the next few up. I don't like Twin because the VR theming he has could have been used better rather than just becoming a girl. Perhaps a giant monster or something like that. I like Crystal because she is a peak Fortnite design. I don't like Grizz because he is a psychopath. I like Renegade Raider because she is the definition of a Fortnite skin and I just really like her design. I don't like Gumbo because he is a psychopath. I like Renard because I get to do a theme team with one of my best friends. And I don't like the Night Rose because she's a little too demonic. Okay, now we are down to the last two. I want to dedicate some time to my most hated Fortnite skin that I've got, so let's talk about my last favorite skin. That, of course, being any Mashup skin. I mean, I am a sucker for all of these skins. Not you. I mean, Captain Jones, Apprentice Eevee, Ravenpool, and many others are just really good skins. Except you. I hope we get some more of these that are themed around other IPs, such as a gaming IP or anything DC. And no, I do not count comic book Batman as a Mashup skin. Okay, so, we are now on the skin that's on the thumbnail. Allow me to explain why I hate GooGon. I don't know who he is, I don't know why he's here, but what I do know, if I see anybody wearing this skin, I will go out of my way to make sure they get sent back to the lobby. I don't know where this hatred came from, but just look at him. The purple stripes on his pants, the rabbit skull on his shirt, the way he just looks at you, I hate this skin with a passion. Okay, now that that's done and out of the way, let's go ahead and move on to the community post that I did on my channel. So let's see what some of your guys' favorite skins are, and what are some of your least favorite skins. Let's go and get started. At Dbart Stop Motions says, I love so many skins, so I'll narrow it down. Optimus Prime, Darth Vader, Deadpool/Wolverine, or Bucky. Hated skin, Wookiee Team Leader. I gotta say, I absolutely agree with your most favorite skins. With your most hated skins, Wookiee Team Leader is a bad skin, but she's not the worst. There are other bad ones. At Ollie the Little Guff _895 says, favorite Guff and Sunspot, most hated Ice Spice and every sweat skin. You know, I completely agree with that. Every single sweat skin should be on everyone's most hated list. At D3MIFN says, Kit and Ringmaster Scar. I'm assuming Kit is your most favorite and Ringmaster Scar is your least favorite. And yeah, I agree. Ringmaster Scar is pretty bad. I wouldn't say on my most hated list, but yeah, she is a pretty bad skin. And Kit is an excellent skin. At Miar_music says, I found myself loving the Green Arrow skin a lot since it came out in Chapter 2. I know a lot of people hated on it for being boring or the CW version of the suit, but I find it to be an amazing skin. I don't have Green Arrow, but if I did, I think I would be using him pretty often. He's a dark green colored skin, so he's going to be really good when it comes to hiding in bushes or camouflage or really anything of the such. So Green Arrow is a very good choice for one of your most favored skins. At Isaac Fess says, you cannot make me choose between Doomslayer and Samuel, RIP Unreal Tournament. For my most hated skin, any real-life celebrity. Too many IRL crossovers, man. You know, the two of your most favorite skins, I agree with Doomslayer. I have no idea who the bald man is, though. For most hated skins, yeah, any real-life celebrity. They're not bad skins, but do they really need to get 2 skins every single time? Sometimes they even get 3 skins. It's a little over the top. At Orange Lime Music Maker says, my favorite is Wave Rider Axo, although it is just a reskin, and my most hated skin are those camouflage superhero skins you can't even see properly until they hit you first. Oh my gosh. I'm sure the superhero skins are going to be on a lot of people's list, and it's with good reason. Why would you make yourself look like a condom when you can make yourself look really cool? It's because they want the tactical advantage of looking really bad and lame. At Swagical Swag says, my favorite skin is Aurelia. I remember when she was an NPC on the map, I would always go after her while wearing Mystique to try her out. Once she released in the shop, I bought her and she's been my main ever since. My least favorite is easily Dynamo. I'm so glad that skin isn't as popular as it used to be. You got some pretty good choices there. Aurelia is a pretty decent looking skin. Dynamo, yeah, I'm glad she's not as popular as it used to be as well. At Raggy says, for my favorite skin, I'll go with Apprentice Eevee. Yes! And for my least favorite, I'll go with Iridia Vane, the second free party up skin of 2025. Now this one kind of confuses me, because it's a relatively new skin and there's a lot of other bad Fortnite skins out there, and I don't think this skin should necessarily be deemed one of the worst skins. I think at best it's just an average skin. At Moonmaster2423 it says, my favorite skin is Mina Ashido because she's my favorite MHA character, and my most hated skins are the Boundless sets. Yeah, like I said, the superhero skins are going to be on probably everybody's list. At Gandalf White 2159 says, favorite is Gear Specialist Maya. That was my first skin as well, so that'll probably add to it. I really like your choice because she is one of the most customizable skins out there. Granted, you can't customize her right now because she was kind of locked with the Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass, but still, she was a really cool idea for a skin. Excellent choice, my friend. At Fitz-FN says, favorite, I think it's called Mia. It's the customizable skin from Agency Season. Least favorite, without a doubt, the condom skins. Again, both excellent choices to be on your two different lists. And finally, at Pancake Timba says, favorite skin, Toph. Least favorite skin, Ava. I wonder why your most favorite skin is Toph. I kind of have to disagree with the Ava being your worst. Actually, no, never mind. Looking at her, yeah, she's kind of bad. Especially her, what is this, phone style or whatever. You know what, yeah, I'm starting to agree with you there, Timba. Well, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. And don't forget to use code DELTATHEWILDCARD in the Fortnite item shop to get 0% off on your next bundle. And I'll see you on the next one. God bless and goodbye for now.